Hello and welcome. It is such an honor to be with you all. In today's training, this is number one, day one, Tuesday. And in this day training, we're going to be talking about positioning. So P for positioning your expertise, all right? So this is for coaches and consultants who are struggling to communicate their value to their prospective clients, all right? So if you are someone who is struggling to communicate the value that you know that you are good at, all right? So, and when I mean value is, what do you do that's really, really good that you're just not getting that message across to your potential clients? What is it that you perform? What is the programs that you do? What is it that you need your prospective clients to know and understand about you and the value that you provide them, i.e. how you can solve their problems that you know that you're good at, okay? So that's value. It's all about the service that you are providing to your clients. So I want it to be the day that you start to shift out of feeling like you're struggling with being the best kept secret and to be actually seen, okay? So I want you to be able to really start to think that your value is your weapon of arsenal, okay? And really start thinking about how you can get your value across to your clients. Now, you've got to remember that prospective clients don't know you. Okay, so they don't know your background, they don't know your history, they really don't know anything about you, and they definitely don't know what you can do to help them. Okay, so hi Caroline. So you've got to look at how do you explain what you're good at to a layperson who doesn't really understand what it is that you can help them with, all right? So today is all about helping you shift out of feeling like you are struggling being the best kept secret to actually being seen online, okay? So if this is you, put your hands up. If you're feeling that you are the best kept secret, yes, good, best kept secret, and you want to let people know that you have value to offer them and that you are struggling to try and get that value across. So as I said, this is the training, and the rest of the trainings, this is that training, all right, about positioning your value. And as I said, I really wanted in my emails, I really want to keep these trainings this week short, sharp, sweet, to the point, and only about 20 minutes. So fingers crossed that I can do that. All right, so today is all about positioning your expertise with the distinctive edge formula. Tomorrow, we will be packaging your value into irresistible offers or programs that people want to buy. Thursday is then focusing on promoting to persuading and attracting people to you. And then Friday is performing with confidence to gain more premium clients to earn that 10 grand per month while working less and keeping marketing super simple, all right? Because let's face it, that's what easy marketing is all about. All right, so let's go ahead and start breaking this down. Okay, so firstly, take your workbook out. I printed mine off, and to keep me on track, because, you know, it's very easy to go off track. All right, so let's look at the first question. Okay, so by creating your distinctive edge allows you to render your competition irrelevant. All right, so by creating your distinctive edge literally makes your competition out there in the world irrelevant. Okay, so by creating your distinctive edge in the marketplace will allow you to stand out from the crowd and be incomparable to the rest of the competition out there. So what does this mean? We become a unique solution. All right, a unique solution to a never-ending problem. Because if you look like everyone else in your industry, then you are not distinctive. If you sound like them, if you speak like them, then you're not distinctive. So you're probably sitting there going, all right, Deb, so how do we become distinctive? How do I make myself distinctive? How do I create my own distinctive edge? Well, we become the only solution for them in your marketplace, all right? And what that means is that you've got to take a problem that you know will never go away in your marketplace. And this is the never-ending problem, okay? And we've got to create a unique solution to that never-ending problem so people start to see you as the only solution in the marketplace. So I'm going to turn some of these questions around, and we're going to go to question 3 now. And, you know, I know we're skipping around on the first day, but I want to keep you on your toes. So the question is, so I want you to think of the main problems that you know people in your industry will always be dealing with, or always have that problem that they want to solve. Okay, so list a couple of the never-ending problems that your ideal clients have. Okay, so think about it. If you go into a Facebook group tomorrow or any networking room tomorrow, and there is someone that is super frustrated with this problem, how are you going to be the person that takes that problem and creates a new solution and make it a unique solution? All right. So keep in mind that this will work because you are looking at a problem in a way that no one else has done before. So here's what we have to do, and this is what we call the blue ocean strategy. Now, you may or may not have heard of it, okay? However, there is 2 options in business, and most of you are probably going to be in option 1 right now. So option 1 is swimming in the red ocean. This is a saturated market where competition is cutthroat and you are being compared to every other solution provider out there. And you end up competing on price, and you have to shout the loudest. Okay, the red ocean is crowded with other coaches, consultants, and they're all fighting for attention. So if we're fighting for attention, then we're always fighting for attention. And that is not our goal here. Okay. Option 2 is to slice out your blue ocean by finding your distinctive edge to solving a never-ending problem that no one else is solving in a way that only you can do. And this is what allows us to command top dollar. So companies like Cirque du Soleil, iTunes, Canon, Amazon, Netflix, million-dollar businesses that scaled because they created innovation and a distinctive solution in the marketplace that left their competitors for dead. Okay, so let's take, for example, iTunes. So back in the day, they saw a flood of illegal music file sharing. And I'm sure everybody on this call today would remember back that far. And I think I remember the program Napster, all right? And you could actually illegally download music from the program called Napster, yeah? And by 2003, did you know that more than 2 billion illegal music files were being traded every month? Wow. So with that technology out there for everyone to digitally download music free, the trend towards digital music was super clear. And Apple came in and capitalized on this trend with the creation of iTunes. So they, in agreement with 5 major music companies, iTunes offered legal, easy to use, and flexible a la carte downloads, all right, song downloads. And basically Apple created an innovative solution, i.e. a distinctive edge, to a never-ending problem, people wanting music digitally. And, you know, that was the beginning. Look at how much music is downloaded. And of course, today it's not only music, it's videos, it's podcasts, and the list goes on. But Apple, by allowing people to what they were quite distinctive about is that they allowed people to buy individual songs and strategically pricing them far more reasonably. So iTunes broke a key customer annoyance factor, which was the need, you know, in the past, it was the need to purchase an entire album when people only wanted one or two songs from it. Okay, so iTunes provide a leap in value beyond free downloading services. They via quality sound, intuitive navigation, searching, browsing functions, and of course the allowing of one or two songs being purchased and download. So I want you guys to understand that sometimes creating your blue ocean strategy, your distinctive edge, is sometimes tricky to work out. So if you're sitting there and you're saying, Deb, you know, trying to figure it out, and you might be saying to yourself, this is great information, Deb, but how does it apply to me in my industry? Well, don't worry, because I've created the Easy Client Attraction Framework that will help you to identify where the gaps are in your marketplace, develop your own program or methodology to fill those gaps, and then create your own distinctive edge using messaging and positioning that will clearly explain your marketing authority in the marketplace. And this makes you the only solution in the marketplace, okay? So write down the main concerns your clients have and what is the solution, okay? And how do we do this? So let's go back to question 2, which is your unique approach to getting better results. Okay, so our goal here is for you to be the distinctive edge in your marketplace, right? Where you are no longer competing in a crowded market. And we do this by developing your own methodology, your own system, your own framework, all right? Your own unique approach. So it's not to take bits and pieces from, you know, your competitors or others in the marketplace. No. This is about developing your own method, i.e. your unique positioning statement, and be the founder of it. So it becomes something that is yours, that no one else has created. And as I said before, it does take work to create your own methodology. However, what you want, and it's absolutely worth it, because you become the only solution provider in your industry. So now, before I go any further, you may have seen in my emails that, and I just wanted to let you know that I'm going to be opening up a few pathway calls for people who wants to talk about developing their own methodology. Okay, so I'm here to support and help you guys. So if you want to learn how to implement this specifically in your own business, I would highly recommend you to book a call. And on this call, I will sit down and talk about your business goals right now. We'll talk about your needs, where you want to take your business, and we'll talk about what it looks like to implement what I'm sharing with you here today. So at any given point during the process, if you want one of these calls, just drop call in the comments and we'll reach out to you to set this up, and we'll go ahead and move forward. So question 4, to work out your methodology, I want you to write down all the various ways that you solve your clients' problems. Basically, what are the benefits? Okay, so benefits are not what you do, but what the clients get. Okay, we're not talking about the processes, we're talking about the benefits. What does the client get? So for me, it might be something like I get my clients more attention and visibility in the marketplace, so more people know what they do. Next, we will get a better response to all their marketing activities that they do. Next, I will help them convert a higher percentage of interested clients into paying clients. And finally, I will help them make larger sales. So the net results of all of this is more clients at a higher income with less stress and struggle. So notice in that methodology statement, there is very little processes there. It's all about it talks all about the benefits and the advantages. So when you are listing the various ways you solve issues from the advantages, list them from the benefits that you will give, all right, not the processes. So what is your step-by-step program or step-by-step framework, or the 3 or 4 ways that you solve the issue, that we can then package it up into a methodology that you can go to a client and say, this is my methodology and this is the big result that you will get from it. And you're selling the result, all right? You're selling that big promise, which is what we're about to talk about. So it's not the how, it's not what you do, it's you're selling the big result, okay? So question 5, of course, is what is the big promise? What is the big result that your method will give them? So this is the big thing that I said was the never-ending problem. So we need to understand what's the never-ending problem that your prospective, your premium client will have, okay? And then we want to solve this, all right? So to solve this, what we want to do is create a big promise statement. This is the result that they will get from solving the problem you help them with. Okay, now I want to be super clear here. It's the result, okay, that they will get. It's not the technique, it's not the process that you will take them through. It's the result that they will get from working with you. So you could write the methodology from the statement, you know, this is the steps you take them through, but not from a process perspective. It's from a benefits perspective. And when they go through that methodology, the outcome is the big promise statement. So for example, say you're a health coach. Maybe you're helping them to lose weight. That's the technique. The result is, instead of saying, I can help you lose weight, you can say the big result is that I will help you confidently wear a swimsuit in summer again. Okay, can you see the difference? Because they're not the same. I see so many people talk and sell on the processes. So I help you lose weight. Well, that's great. So does everybody else out there who is a health coach. Okay, we're not selling losing weight. That's the process. We want to sell the big result, which is, of course, wearing a swimsuit with confidence, or wearing the dress a size lower with confidence, or getting back into shorts in summer. It's that visual, that big result, all right? So I want you to start thinking about the never-ending problem and what is the big result people want to achieve or overcome. So what is something that you know without a shadow of a doubt is something that people want and is a result that you can deliver on? All right, so I want you guys to start thinking here and writing some big result statements down. All right, so question 6 is, what is the result that you can promise? All right, because we want to sell on the results. Okay, so if you're someone that is selling, I help you lose weight, and you want to make that shift to, I help you look great in a swimming suit again, then we want it to be super clear, and we want it to be specific, and you want it to be something that is super visual, because then your prospective clients can visualize in their minds them wearing that swimming suit with confidence, or those shorts again in summer, or that dress that they sort of grew out of in the last 6 months or 12 months. Okay, so by focusing on the process of losing weight isn't helping them to focus on the visual of wearing that swimsuit or dress or shorts. Yeah, they used to this. You want to focus on the emotions that are attached to the process. Okay, the emotions of, oh, I remember, wearing that swimsuit. God, I looked fabulous. Or I remember wearing those shorts. God, they look so good on me. Focusing on the visual of the big result. Okay, if they can see the results or emotionally feel the results, then they can visualize working with you. Okay, if they can't see the results, or if they can't feel that those emotional results, then they can't visualize working with you. So I want you to focus on what your unique approach is that will get them better results. Okay, your unique approach is the visual, right? So what is it that they really want to achieve, and then focus on the visual of that achievement. So if this is making sense so far, then drop results in the comments. And if you have any questions, or you don't understand the difference between big results and the processes, then book a call with me. Okay, so what's the results you want to deliver on? And with our example, it's not the losing weight. You want to focus on the big results you want them to get from working with you. Okay, so question 6 is, how can you directly address and solve these concerns in the market to be able to help them have that aha shift that you are the only solution provider? Okay, so to work out how to get better results, ask yourself, what are the main concerns your clients have right now? This will help you to see where the gaps are in the marketplace. Okay, so I want you to look at your marketplace right now, and also what your competition is doing. Okay, so we're going to use, say, the weight loss coach as an example again. So if you are a weight loss coach, what are the gaps in the market right now? So turning it around, what is it that everyone is so frustrated over with the other solutions that they feel that aren't working for them? Okay, so you're looking at your marketplace, you're looking at all the solution providers, and you're finding the gaps of what isn't working for your client. What isn't in the market that you can do, or what is in the market that they're still not getting the result from that you can do better, and really focus on that better result. All right, so how do you solve those gaps? So for example, if the gap in the marketplace for the weight loss coach is that people don't like weight loss solutions because they have to give up all their favorite foods, there's one gap. Okay, maybe the gap in the marketplace is that they do it really well, the weight loss for 30 days, and then they are inconsistent long term and they go back to their old ways. That could be another gap. So what and where is the gap in the marketplace? What isn't working for them? What are people frustrated with, and they feel like what is in the market is just not working for them? So we need to find the gaps in the marketplace. And once we have found those gaps in the marketplace, we can then learn how to fill them. So that's what you're going to be focusing on, figuring out what the gaps in the marketplace are. Remember, our goal here is to target people who you know have a problem. Okay, because if you're not talking to people who don't think they have a problem, it's basically we're fighting an uphill battle. Okay, so the people, i.e. your target audience, must be the ones that you know, that you must talk to, that you know they already have a problem. Okay, so I always say you've got a dartboard, okay, and we've got the bullseye. So you want to be talking to the bullseye, the people with that problem. And you want to be very focused and niched on that problem. Now, like a dartball, if you throw a dart, you may or may not hit the bullseye. But if you hit the bullseye, perfect. You've got yourself an ideal client. But if you aim for the bullseye and the dart goes somewhere else, it's just like aiming for the bullseye and maybe attracting clients that aren't exactly perfect, but they still have that problem and they want to work with you. But unless they can see that you are the only solution provider in the marketplace, then they don't know whether they want to work with you or somebody else. Okay? And trust me, premium clients are people who know they have a problem and they're desperately seeking that solution. So what are the main concerns in the marketplace with other solutions out there that aren't working for people, that you can begin to fill with your solution so that these people have an aha shift? So it's basically, oh, I haven't heard of that solution before. Oh, I must try that solution. Oh, I want that solution, because the premium people are the ones who are out there with that problem in their mindset, and they may have tried other solutions and nothing is working for them. So they're looking for that new solution. Okay. We talked about iTunes, right? And iTunes found the gap in the market. People, and that gap was, people didn't want to download an entire CD or album, depends what you like to talk. They only wanted to purchase 1 or 2 songs, okay? That is how iTunes filled the gap. Now, you can fill a gap in a way that no one else has done before. So, for example, Cirque du Soleil, they produced a circus that had no animals. So they found a gap in the marketplace where there was the Ringling Brothers, you know, the circus on the evergreen lawn with the animals and all the performers and so forth. And the circus went to the people. Where Cirque du Soleil, they brought the circus in, they set it up in the middle of the town. People came to them, but they had no animals. They focused very much on that high-end acrobatic world where corporations came and spent probably 3 times the amount on tickets that families spent on the circus and seeing performers and the animals. So that was their gap. They found that that gap in the marketplace, they filled it, and a lot of the other circuses have gone out of business for it. Okay, so how can you find a gap in a way that no one else has done before? How do you can fill that gap that no one else has done before? So drop gaps in the comments if you guys are understanding that we want to find the gaps in the marketplace. So let's do a really quick recap. We are looking at 3 main never-ending problems in your market that your results will solve, right? This is what we're talking about. We are creating a solution in your industry that doesn't exist or hasn't existed, all right, before you've walked into the marketplace. We're creating a solution that fills the gap in that marketplace. And what does that do for us? It literally puts us in the market of our own. Okay, we are no longer in competition with anyone else out there because no one else can do what we do. Okay, so as an example, I'll use me. Everyone else out there is saying that they're a marketing coach, and that's fine, right? The problem is that people aren't teaching how to create an easy client framework, right? People don't have my method. So I created a method that I knew would help people understand what their distinctive edge was and what the big results promise they were making, so that they could stop working hard in their marketing of their business and instead find a clear-cut way of continually attracting clients that wanted to work with them. And your method is the solution to that problem. All right, so drop yes in the comments if this is all making sense. And the last one is, what does the client get out of it? What are the things that lead to that transformational change? So once people know about the problem you solve and the solutions and benefits you provide, they'll be interested in hearing of actual examples where you've done this before. And you can provide them information about results and say short stories and testimonials. And it always amazes me that people who have purchased incredible results with their clients fail to share that information with their prospects. And they focus on what they do, their processes, instead of real examples. So it's through stories that helps your clients understand how you're different. And it shows how their difference is an advantage or benefit to the client. Now, these stories can be written as posts on the online world. You can have these stories in interviews on podcasts. Okay, you have these stories obviously on your website and in any marketing material that you may need, depending on your marketplace. Okay, the mistake people make is not looking at their business from the point of view of their client. So if you try to think from the point of view of your prospective client, what can you see about your business that is fascinating, helpful, unique, sexy? Okay? It's the thing that sets you apart from everyone else and gives your prospects a way to both distinguish your services from others, as well as a clear, unique advantage to doing business with you. Okay, so that's your distinctive edge. So what you have to do is, in phase one, is to produce your distinctive edge. And this requires you to not look like anybody else out there. It requires you to be the one and only solution that when you are in a room with, say, 100 competitors, you can clearly share what you do and why that's different. And if you're saying to me, if I ask you what makes you different or unique, and if you say to me, it's you, well, people can't buy into just trusting you. That just doesn't work in the online space. And I just want to be super clear about that. You have to be able to have a way to communicate the how. All right? I can share everything with you right now. I can confidently say that no one else can do this right. If you can't communicate the how, if you're holding back, you're going to feel like you're constantly covering up the things that you know you can do really well. Because what if you give too much away? What if you feel like someone else is doing the same thing? This is how you create a space in the marketplace where you'll leave your competition irrelevant, right? There is no one else out there like you. I'll say that again. There is no one else out there like you. So what does that mean? It means someone is having a conversation with you and no longer comparing you to others and their solutions. They are no longer saying, let me see if I can find this somewhere cheaper. Okay? You are distinctive with your distinct way of doing things, your distinctive methodology, your system. Okay, so let's have a quick recap. Our goal is to find a never-ending problem that your prospective clients have and look for the solution, a different solution. And how we do this is we look for the big results promise. So we focus on results, not the processes. And if you focus on the processes, you're always going to be fighting for attention. Okay. Then you're going to look for where the gaps in the marketplace are, what it is that people are frustrated about. All right. What are they frustrated about with the other solutions? What is it that they don't like? And how you provide a solution, a new solution, an innovative solution to fill that gap. And how can you create a solution to that never-ending problem that will always be in your industry? Okay, so that's it today. We're a little bit over time. If you have any questions, let me know. All right, I have to hop off this as I have calls after this. But if you have any continued questions, I invite you to jump into the Facebook group and we will create a thread where you can ask continued questions. Also, if you're going through this and you're like, oh my gosh, I need to figure this out in my business, I highly suggest you book in a call with me. So drop call or send me a DM if you want and we can chat about this as well. I want to thank you so much, guys, for being here. And tomorrow we will specifically talk about what it looks like to implement this into your irresistible offer that people want to buy. Okay. Okay. So much for joining me. And I will see you tomorrow.